How's it going? How's everybody doing? Essential Notes, back to talk fragrance again. Today we're talking about the Oud Affair by Vilhelm. This is not a new fragrance by any means, but it's one that I really love. I got in a discussion with Aroma Dolce, I think it's 73 on Instagram, Esteban, and we were just discussing, I think he's been going through some Vilhelms, and I just told him anytime I get a chance to mention this one and throw it on people's radar or talk about it or promote it or brag on it or whatever, I do, because it's a really, really good fragrance. And I'm so surprised that more people don't talk about it, I guess. So he was like, man, you should talk about it, do a review on it. And I had written a review on Instagram, so I sent that to him. I'm like, but you know what? Starting to do YouTube, and maybe I'll shoot a review of it. And like I said, I don't like calling them reviews. I'm just going to be giving my thoughts. Enough about that. So I explored this brand back in 2020 or 2021. And I think the thing that I was taken with is the aesthetic, like the bottle. I love the puck shaped bottles. I love that, the crystal, the old-fashioned kind of crystal. It reminds me of glasses that my grandmother had in her china cabinet, back in the day. I love the bright yellow. I think it's so cool. There's no other brand that's kind of took hold of yellow and just ran with it, and I think it's great. Their caps are amazing, magnetic. I don't know, man. I'm just taken with the brand. And so the brand was started by a gentleman, Jan, I think it's Alger. Let me look it up real quick. Jan Algren. And so, a lot of the fragrances are built off, life memories, I think, which I think ends up being the case a lot of the time. This is called the Oud Affair. I don't love the name of it, I'll be honest, because I feel like it's one of those weird naming conventions, because I wouldn't consider this a oud forward scent or one that featured, maybe they have oud or something like that in there, but I wouldn't call it an oud fragrance. In fact, I would call it a tobacco, and it's one of my favorite tobaccos. I wouldn't say it's the best tobacco out there, but I love it. And again, it's the memory of me. So my grandfather used to smoke a pipe, and this reminds me of packing that pipe with the tobacco, that process. I let my brother smell this, and he went out. He's not even a frag head. He went out and got a bottle of this because of the scent memory for us as kids when we, it's what it reminded us of. So let me get into the notes. The notes on this bad boy are, well, I'll read this too. This is this one was inspired by, it says, Burning for You. It says, Ava Gardner and Luis Miguel Dominguez, the actress and the bullfighter, a tempestuous and passionate love affair with the heat of 1,000 suns for an intoxicating scent, blending wild honey, ginger butter, tobacco leaves, with the warmth of agarwood and black vanilla bean. So that, it's about an affair. I get that. The top notes are wild honey and ginger butter. Middle notes are tobacco leaves, and then the base is agarwood. That's where your oud comes in, and black vanilla bean. But like I said, I don't get a ton of oud, but man, the tobacco leaves in this, they're gorgeous, man. So stinking gorgeous. And I think what sets this fragrance apart from other tobaccos is this ginger butter accord. So you get this spicy, it's a spiciness from the ginger, but at the same time, it has a butteriness. So I love that they put it as a ginger butter, and it's not like ginger and then some kind of other, lactonic something, or, a buttery element that kind of eases it out or eases it in with the with the ginger. It's just like very, it's a boss fragrance, man. It's a boss fragrance. It gives it this air of confidence. I love there's some texture to it, like is a bit of a dry spiciness like that sits under the tobacco leaves. Obviously that's probably coming from the agarwood. There's a vanilla that just kind of rounded out, and it's not a complex fragrance. As much as I like interesting fragrances and fragrances that do really cool stuff, sometimes it's just about what you do with the ingredients. Like just you have a few core ingredients. It's not a crazy ride, but what they do and how they work together for the duration of the wear is like really where it's at. And I think this does that. It does have a little bit of an oudiness to it, but again, I would say that the star of it is the tobacco. So if you're looking to get your nose on, that's not new because it's not new, but maybe a tobacco that you haven't tried and it's new to you, this is one that I would recommend. That again, that ginger butter accord blended with the tobacco, like it's divine, man. It's divine. There is a honey element. I would say that the honey is more, it kind of plays the same role as the vanilla. The vanilla is just kind of to smooth and round out the base there and provide a little bit of warm sweetness. And I would say that the honey is just a little bit of like a warmer kind of sweet accented note at the top that to kind of accentuate, but really it's all about the tobacco leaves and the ginger butter accord. So anyway, that's all I got for today. Again, this is a fairly new YouTube channel. If you can, I would so appreciate it if you could share this. If you could comment, I would love to hear your thoughts on maybe one of your favorite tobacco, fragrances and what kind of sets it apart. Like this has that ginger butter accord. What are some fragrances that you guys have that have a cool kind of complementary accord or note that kind of sets it apart from your typical tobacco? Share. I would love to hear from you in the comments. If you could, comment, like, subscribe, it would be greatly appreciated. We're just starting out, dude. We're a baby channel, and I like to talk fragrance, and if you're into that, then I'm into that, and we'll have a good time. Until next time, peace.